So saying that, y'all know, everybody that knows me know I don't want nothing from nobody. And Pearl used to jump on me about that all the time because I won't say nothing, I won't do nothing, and like I said, everybody in here know me. I'm that, and I've gotten better over the years. But what I had to realize, and going through therapy helped me with that, was if you are if you are receiving, the gift is not really for you. It's an acknowledgement from the person that they cared enough to do something for you. If they didn't care about you, they wouldn't. They just leave you on the street and let you be who you want to be instead of who you need to be. And I appreciate everybody who's done things for me. Sometimes I don't say it. Sometimes I try to fight it, but I have to really fight myself to accept gifts from folks because that's not. I've never been about that. But like I said, I want to to everybody that I am a giver in that way. I rather give than receive, but receiving is never bad. Receiving is never bad. It's just when you have an expectation to receive. That's somebody's doing something out of the goodness of their heart. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. A person shouldn't expect it to be done for them. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Chocolate Pearl's not ahead. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So it's
Because I've been through that as well, where I'm
oh yeah.
always giving, 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 and I wasn't getting back, or I wasn't even being appreciated of what I was doing. I went, I was in the depression mode. So one of my coworkers said, "Well, you know what? Let's do a girls trip to North Carolina." I said, "Okay." So we go on, and it was during Super Bowl weekend. So we go to North Carolina, do um, the trip. Nobody checked on me to see if I made it there safely or nothing. While I was out there, I wound up going shopping. And the only thing I could think of was my family when I was shopping. So I was buying stuff for them versus not buying anything for me. When I get back and I was showing them, I said, "Well, look what I, bought back. Oh, we'll see it later."
See, I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't even
And
get
then,
phone calls from family.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
either. I'm being honest with you. Only people that
Yeah.
call me are my siblings. And my children, well, my
My
oldest and my
siblings don't even
youngest.
call.
Oh, I'm blessed. I'm blessed because my
You are.
siblings
You
will
blessed.
call. My sibling, not now, not the male siblings, except for Andrea
Yeah.
texts us, but the female siblings, they will call. I will say that they will call, and I love that, because if every time I need somebody, I'm there. But when it comes down to my children, it's not there. When it came down to my ex, it wasn't there. I did so much, and
Yeah.
DFG could tell you, I did so much for my family that if you asked me to do something, I kept my word, but they would break their word to me,
Exactly. Right.
and
I I,
until
I got
until I got sick, I realized, wait a minute. And nobody came to visit me
you.
but my siblings. And it would seem like the one that lives here, it was a struggle for him to come see me.
Well, we
He
kind of
came
know
with
we
laptop.
kind of know what we kind of know why Chocolate
Yeah.
Pearl. So yeah, let's
But
not go down
anyway,
that
yeah, we're
road.
not gonna go down. But it's just the fact that, I had cancer. I could have died. You know, it, I went through a 10-hour surgery.
Yeah.
It, and people from New York had to come to Florida just to see me. And so it's just an appreciative thing of that. If you have a village, keep them tight.
Exactly.
Because when you get into that situation where you have a significant other of whatever type it is, and they lose their job or they lose their finances or just lose their lives, and can you hold yourself down? Can you
Yeah.
hold your kids down? We have to put ourselves in a particular situation to where if that person that you say you love is not doing what they're supposed to do, are you going to continue on with life? Are you going to continue hustling? Are you going to continue doing what you got to do? But then again, If that person's still able, willing, or not willing, but is able to physically find something, create something, do something to make some money to help you bring it into the house to keep your head above water. I mean, I just want to put the nose over. I could breathe with the mouth, just put my nose over there.
Right.
You have to know what your limits are and what your limits aren't. Like I said, once I moved here to Florida, I realized I was on my own, and I was blessed with my siblings to help me whenever times got a little hard. And I, I got into my creative mode again, and then when I met Dabs, he really made me get out there and do that creative situation and, to flourish more. So it's, if you have to find the right Boaz, when you find your right Boaz, then, you right on time, but don't let them busters steal your joy.
Don't pick the
Well,
wrong
Chocolate
Boaz,
Pearl,
because
I
you'll make
appreciate
your
you.
Boaz.
Just when we have our little sidebar on instant messenger, that means a lot to me, because like I said, my siblings are older than me. So if I don't get the phone calls checked on, I have to do the phone call. I have to call them. They never call me. They have actually come through here in Virginia and called. Well, why didn't you let me know earlier? You could stop by. So we don't have that closeness. So that's why I always appreciate when I am around y'all, as a family, and see how y'all bond. It kind of makes me kind of teary-eyed, because that's something I always wanted in my life.
Now, we didn't always have that. We didn't always
Well,
have
I know,
that.
yeah.
Well,
But
can I say something off the topic? My topic is about children not calling. My son went out the country for the first time, and I only got one phone call from him this morning at 4:00 in the morning. So I don't know what's going on with my kid. So yeah.
Oh, don't. Hey, I'm gonna
get
I'm
over
gonna be
that.
straight. Hey, yeah, you gonna have to just
Get over that.
I hear from the youngest daughter all the time, but that oldest one of mine, she got her own life.
Get over that. Yeah, get over that.
They hardly ever call.
Be happy he called you that one time.
Yeah.
Your nephew calls you. Your nephew called me once in the last 2 years. My middle one. He calls mom every day. He called
called you?
He called me once.
He must have been bored.
Where was his food? Actually, where was his food?
I knew it to be a reason. An accident, he was bored, something. I knew it.